Hi, this is Mark News from Plant Talk Radio. Thanks for subscribing and listening to our podcast, Your Gardening Questions from Plant Talk Radio. If you have a gardening question you'd like our host Fred Howard to answer, send him an email. The email address is fred@planttalkradio.com. Now for today's question. I did want to get to this email from Paul, who says he's noticing holes in the leaves of many of his perennials, and he was wondering if you could suggest something he could apply to the plant without hurting the beneficial creatures like the bees and butterflies.
Well, the answer to that is yes. They're going to be taking a little testing, but the soaps, that is horticultural soaps, and then highly refined horticultural oils that are contact insecticides that will be, well, quite friendly to the bees and so on. Now, if the bee is sprayed, it's going to suffer also, but there is less chance of anything with that. Then back to corrugated cardboard. I like to rip one face off, have the ripples, wet the cardboard, lay the ripple face down each evening.
Now that's for slugs, right?
That's right. That's for slugs, because I'm suggesting that it probably is slugs. Well, you put it down in the evening, and in the morning you scrape them off, or you throw the cardboard away, whichever amuses you most, and you just simply remove them from the site. There are perhaps some other things that can be used that I'm not thinking of right now. But then there are flying insects that are going to hit and run just as sure as the world. All kinds of caterpillar, moths, caterpillars, what am I talking? They are larval stage of many, many creatures is out there right now, let's just say, to nip on the plant. And Paul, I mean it in a serious way. Yes, keep an eye on things. Yes, take care of in the simplest of ways. And then if the holes aren't too prolific, just back up a few strides when you look at your plants and you won't see the nuisance. I don't mean to make jest of that, but it actually, sometimes when you want to be friendly to the whole of insect society, that's maybe what you have to do.
Hey, thanks again for listening to our podcast. Be sure to subscribe to our other podcasts as well, the Plant of the Week podcast and the Plant Talk Radio podcast, all on iTunes or your favorite podcast player. If you'd like to sponsor a daily podcast, contact us at fred@planttalkradio.com. To find out more about Fred Howard and Plant Talk Radio, visit our website, planttalkradio.com.
This is Michelle Wilson, host of the Business Inspires podcast from the Tri-Village Chamber Partnership. To run a successful business, you need resources, valuable connections, and community recognition. In each episode of the Business Inspires podcast, we talk with small business community leaders who will inspire you to create the business you are envisioning. The Business Inspires podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, your Alexa device, and your favorite podcast player.
Circle270media.com